witnesses who I felt would be very strong witnesses, including, for example, the Secretary of State
Looking for love in all the wrong places. Let's talk about it.
in Georgia, who told Donald Trump the truth, told him things that he did not want to hear, and put him on notice that what he was saying was false. These were people who knew how the elections were conducted in these states, and I believe that witnesses of that nature, witnesses who are willing to tell the truth, even if it's going to impose a cost on them in their lives, my experience as a prosecutor over 30 years is that witnesses like that are very credible, and that jurors tend to believe witnesses like that because they pay a cost for telling the truth.
In terms of the grand jury testimony that's now been released, the fact that Donald Trump, according to Senator Graham, would believe that Martians stole the election, what does that tell you about Trump's state of mind?
That statement is consistent with what we found in our investigation, in that our investigation revealed that Donald Trump was not looking for honest answers about whether there was fraud in the election. He was looking for ways to stay in power. And when people told him things that conflicted with him staying in power, he rejected them, or he chose not even to contact people like that who would know if the election was done properly in the state. On the other hand, when individuals would say things that would allow him to stay in power, no matter how fantastical, he would latch onto those. That pattern, over time, we felt was powerful evidence that he, in fact, knew that the fraud claims he was making were false.
Jack Smith, ladies and gentlemen, head of the team investigating our fearless leader for the 2020 election interference, Capitol riots. Now, in case you guys didn't remember, they were just about closing in on our fearless leader, but as soon as he became president, they dropped it. They had to drop everything legally. There has not been a situation like this before, but it was ruled that a sitting president cannot be federally indicted or prosecuted. Pause at your leisure. Now, here's the funny thing. As they were closing in on him with their investigation, they were being set back. Guess what they're being set back by? In July 2024, the Supreme Court ruled in the Trump versus United States that former presidents have broad immunity from criminal prosecution for official acts performed while in office. What did that do? Well, basically, the prosecutors had to figure out what was an official act and what was not. Took them a lot of time, delayed them quite a bit, right up until the election. Just in case you were wondering which side a certain group's on. Along with that, we had a judge dismiss the classified documents case in Florida in July 2024. Pause at your leisure there. Good fun times there. It just shows you if you have friends in the right places. Anyways, a couple days ago, he gets to have his testimony, and he says he has proof beyond a reasonable doubt. Pause at your leisure. Pause at your leisure again. Amazing stuff. Perhaps not surprising to a lot of you, right? I only have two thoughts from this, though. One, I'm a little bit worried about Jack Smith. And two, remember what he said about witnesses that have things to lose by saying what they know. The guy would have been better off keeping his mouth shut, right, guys? So why say this stuff? I'll leave you at that. Like and share if you like what I'm saying. Like what I'm saying. Comment if you do or don't. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you later.